So, Southwest Airlines. What keeps cheaper competitors from stealing market share? Competing on price is tough. It really is. I mean, it's like you think about a lot of products in the marketplace, a lot of them compete on price, and the airlines are probably the most famous for this. They just get into a price war. I wish that the cable companies would. I had an aggravating phone call with Time Warner today because they hiked my bill another $10. I'm like, I cannot wait till Google comes to my neighborhood. Thank you. So competing on price can be a zero-sum game. I mean, you just fight to the bottom. One of the things I always kind of look at as a cool business strategy, particularly if you have a product, one of the ways to really disrupt an industry is to do things substantially cheaper than everybody else and make it easier for them. So maybe if you start at the bottom and you build your business around a price point that makes it so that the cheaper competitors aren't going to be able to offer it. Maybe you control your supply chain. You're going direct to the manufacturer. Whatever it is, figure out how to get it out there at a point where it's still providing the revenue that you want, the cash flow that you want, the returns that if you end up having investors that they're looking for, and the business is performing as you anticipated it, but it's still not unless you're selling a premium good, you're not forced to compete on price because you're already that low price partner of choice in the marketplace. It's not for every product. I mean, some of them, you hardly ever want to be the middle of the road guy. You can be that really, really high, cachet brand. You guys with your, made in the USA, men's stuff. You're not going to compete on price. You're going to compete on awesome stories, and because you're telling a story, and you're talking about the makers, and you're curating goods for guys, who appreciate quality, that's going to be very, very well received, and you're going to be able to price your products at a premium for providing that service. So, your offering. So, is it more valuable as people use it? The classic example, probably Hotmail. I love saying Hotmail. Who here has a Hotmail email address? You do? All right. I didn't know if they got rid of them or if they still existed. But
like 15 years.
Exactly.
I never check it.
You never check it, right?
Once a month, I got over 3,000 in my inbox.
Do you know how they grew so fast?
You all should say yes.
Yeah, you all know, right? They had the like signature line is what we call it now. They had a footer, and it said, "Hey, you want a free email account? Click here." And they were one of the first in the market. And then people figured out a better solution, and thank goodness for Gmail. But email is probably one of the things, and social media even too. I mean, if you're on Facebook, it's really hard to get off. I've thought about doing a detox and getting off. I mean, I really have. I'm not a huge Twitter fan. I tend to focus on like one or two platforms. But then if I get off, when I come back on, people are going to be like, "Hey, are you still alive?" Those that I don't have a close personal connection with. "Hey, are you still alive? How are your children? How's your wife?" Facebook is definitely more valuable. I mean, the more we use it, the more value it has. It's an archive of our lives. It was kind of freaky when they put out those videos. I think it was last year, year before last. It said, "Hey, your last year." And it automatically created a video, and it showed the highlights of your year. And that's when it really dawned on me, the power of what they've built and how sticky it is and how valuable it is to us as customers. If they shut off Facebook, when Facebook changes their advertising platform and they start inserting ads and stuff, it causes a big uproar. How much do you pay for Facebook? 0, right? You pay for it with your time and attention, but it's valuable to you for those of you who use it. It helps you make connections with people that you love and care about or your sphere of influence. So can you bake something into your model that makes it so that it's more and more valuable as people use it? Yours, the running stuff, you're going to make that more valuable by saving my preferences. My emergency contact information. Please make that a feature if it's not there. I don't want to enter a name and a phone number every single time. I want to do it once and then be done. That's going to make it more valuable. I'm going to come there. I'm going to pay potentially a premium to have that done for me so I don't have to go through the pain of registering for all of my races on 5 different websites. Time is more important than doing that.